We're in the UK testing our fishing skills on home turf at a traditional estate lake in Berkshire. We had our sights set on an English 30-pounder, but after a freezing cold first night, Dubby was the only one to catch with a small cricket bat-shaped common. Bacon sarnie, an English classic. Our first early morning passed without a bite, so rigs were refreshed and tactics were tweaked. I changed the pop-ups on all 3 rods, 2 out in open water between me and Dovey at 6 foot, and the other just off the island in 4 foot of water.
Adapting is going to be vital if we are to be successful here, and with no action across my zigs and after consistently seeing carp showing just off the island, I fired up my bait boat and placed 2 rigs on the deck as tight to it as possible.
It's the sort of spot the fish are going to be going round all the time, and they've just got to drop down, and hopefully my hook bait is one of the first ones they pick up.
And I had a cunning new plan for my 3rd rod. I'd seen a couple of fish show directly between Ali and I, so I boated out a bright yellow pop-up with a few handfuls of tiger nuts to the area, but no luck. With time flying by, was the challenge to catch an English 30 going to beat us?
Well, we've just passed that 24-hour stage of the session. It really is sort of an enthralling and engrossing time because you don't know whether you're on the right spots, and it's all about, I suppose, letting the fish tell you where you need to be because, you know, people tell you, you know, fish this spot in this swim, fish that one, but sometimes you want to go with your hunch and, you know, how the fish behave during that particular moment in that particular session. So, yeah, might get a line bite or 2 tonight, just to let me know I'm in the right zone.
Later that night, Dovey was again woken from his slumber.
It is sometime in the middle of the night. I'm connected to what I think is a carp. So pleased it's this left-hand rod. That means that I've got 2 areas that are doing bites now. If I could have hoped for any one of them rods to go, it would have been this one. Right, here we are. Another little common.
Not the size we're after, and our 30-pound target is starting to feel like a very tall order.
Here he is, look. Almost a carbon copy of last night's. Where are the big uns?
It was our 2nd morning on the estate lake, and I felt it was time for a well-needed confidence-boosting chat with the lads.
Dove Stepper, you little hero. So were they on carp rods or quiver tips?
They were on carp rods, mate. They might have been small, but they were bigger than the 2 you have not caught.
Definitely.
What about you, Al? What's happening?
It still seems something's not right at the moment. Doesn't feel like anything's working very well at all, or the spots aren't right, or the fish are just not moving around and feeding hard enough. Simple as that.
Yeah, it's a weird time of year, isn't it? You go from thinking they're still acting like winter mode to spawning within a couple of weeks. So you need to catch it right, don't you, this time of year? Either way, this hot weather's going to do us good.
What about you, Spoons? No, I feel good, mate.
The first day in this swim, I feel like I should have actually caught one. There was a lot of fish in front of me. But when you come to a lake that you don't know, I wasn't 100% sure what my approach was going to be, and that probably cost me an opportunity.
Are we still feeling confident that our first ever adventure together in England could end in failure or success? What's the vote? What's the vote?
Success.
100% success.
Obviously.
We've got time and the weather on our side. It's going to happen, boys.
We can't even think of failure. It's not an option.
That's why I like talking to you. Like, this social distancing lark, you know, don't work for me. I need more contact.
No, the next one's going to be a 30-pounder.
With dreams of a turn in fortune, we got back to working out the puzzle in front of us. But the day passed again with no action and no signs of carp.
What I like about fishing new lakes is getting to learn along the way to turn opportunities into fish on the bank. I'll be honest, I'm not learning very much at the minute. The only way you can learn is by getting bites, and we are struggling to do that as a team.
We started to feel that a 30-pounder may well be a much tougher prospect than we'd first thought.
The next day, after a carpless 3rd night, as forecasted, the temperature was noticeably warmer. and the country estate lake all of a sudden had a new feel about it, best described by anglers as it felt carpy.
Oh, I've been up since first light again, and my right-hand rod on the island has just pulled up tight, and I'm pretty sure we are into a carp. As with any lake I fish, first bite, my legs are like jelly. I can barely talk, but I'm wearing a grin from ear to ear. You can be at your lowest ebb, and then a few bleeps on that bite alarm, and you feel like an absolute winner. I love carp fishing.
This carp felt big, and with a lot of snags in the margins and large beds of weed, I had to make sure I kept my cool. Losing this fish would be a disaster, as you just don't know if you'll get another chance.
I'm shaking. He's not too far out now.
With the snags cleared, it was still not a given. As most fish are lost at the net, maximum concentration is now needed.
Come on. Get in. Yes! The odd doubt always starts to creep in when you've done a few nights with nothing. When you land one, oh my days, yes!
Massive sense of relief whenever you get your first bite from a new lake. When you're under extra pressure because you're trying to catch a big one as well. When it finally happens, it goes in the net, and you think you've done the team target. It's a pretty good morning. Well, it's fair to say the team target is smashed. £36.4. Get in. What a way to get off the mark. 36.4 of epic English common.
That's what we come here for, boy.
Mate, how's your luck?
Mate, both of mine would have fit in that belly, I think.
Perhaps he's eating them.
Mate, what a fish.
What a carp, man.
Buzzing. Well, we came here expecting very tricky fishing, and if I leave with only one bite to my name, I will still leave very happy. Mwah. Back you go, mate.
The team target bar was now being raised to £40, although I reckon Ali would even take a £4-pounder at this stage.
Well, mega news about Mr. Spooner. That's such a result. A little bit of a monkey off our back, but if I'm honest, I'm dooming over here because I really, really wanted something earlier in the trip. 3 nights in, confidence is low. Need the carp to give me something, a sign that, you know, I'm doing something right.
Fishing isn't easy all of the time, and I think I did blank once years ago, and it was really quite difficult. So I can imagine Ali's going mad in his own head at the minute, but he needs to stay steady, carry on doing what he's doing. I'm sure he'll get there in the end.
72 hours in, blanking on home soil is not an option. My session needed saving. I needed some words of wisdom from an English legend.
Hello, mate.
David!
Yeah, no, you stay, mate. 10 yards, 10 yards. Yeah, yellow.
You brought me some luck or what?
I hope so, mate.
Yeah?
I've been struggling.
Could do with some tips if you've got any. If you're local, I tell you what, we could probably do a free transfer here.
All right,
They
then,
need a
yeah.
real angler stepping in, I reckon.
Is it hard, is it?
It's been hard for me, mate, yeah.
I needed a mental boost, and surely Seaman had a story or two.
Yeah, here's a sporting question for you. Did you ever have periods when you just felt like it weren't quite going for you? And then you just, a little turn of luck came good?
I remember we played Sampdoria away.
And Bellucci is in there again. It's unbelievable.
And we were struggling, we were going out, and then we ended up scoring like a really lucky free kick.
He takes it, he tries it, he's driven it in.
Then we kept it clean sheet in the extra time and then went straight to penalties.
Brilliant save, brilliant save.
And in the end, I ended up saving 3 of them.
And Arsenal go into the final.
Do you reckon that night was sort of like the Sampdoria game was written in the stars before it? Or do you think you make your own luck?
I think you make your own luck, but sometimes it just happens.
Well, I need some of that. I need some of that to brush off. I can't get close enough to you to, like, get the aura, but
Can I stroke your rods?
stroke the rods. I'll anti-back them.
All right, then.
And I'll pray for a last-minute screamer.
I just hoped the visit from my old mate Safe Hand Seaman would bring me that bit of luck I needed.
The rest of the day passed with no more bites for the team, but as evening drew in, a deadly new part of our bait armoury arrived that could change things.
Even though the spots are staying the same tonight, the hook baits are staying the same, the free bait that I'm putting out is not. This is my get out of jail card. They're the casters, and they're probably my favourite bait of all time in the spring. The carp absolutely love them, and I've caught a lot of really big fish on these, so it's time to bring them out of the bag. They're salty, they're crunchy, and they're natural, and the carp absolutely love them. So let's give them a go, eh?
So we all got set again, ready to go into another evening and night session.
That is the first rod out on casters, and I've just got this sneaky feeling that they are going to help break our 40-pound target.
As the sun set and the night passed, it was Dovey again who was awake and into another fish.
Just getting light in the background. Very good time to catch a carp. That's what I think I've got on the end. It's the middle rod, actually, this one. I haven't caught a fish on this one yet, but seems like the casters have worked. Yes. Yes. That is a carp, and it's not a little cricketback common. It's off of a new spot, a new bait. Things are looking good.
It's nice to get a proper carp. The first two are a little bit small, but this one looks like it might even be above the original 30-pound target. It's in the sack. We're going to find out in a little while. Here is an example of a very gorgeous English carp. A common normally has very uniform scales, but these are a bit more mismatched. He's 26 pounds, 11 ounces, and I'm feeling in the zone now. I've got 3 different spots that are producing fish with the correct bait out there. I feel like there's something good coming on. Mwah. What gorgeous fish you are.
Coming up, it's relief for Ali.
Oh, just to get a bite. Just to get a bite.
Three days remained of our UK carp adventure, and I was just putting back my 26-pounder, which, as nice as it was, remained far away from our new target of 40 pounds, a very tall order.
The trip has been far from frantic, but we've already had 4 fish between us, including one that was quite big. I don't know who had that. Ours yet to get off the mark, but he's just got to keep doing what he's doing. It will happen. The difference one bite makes to any carp angler's confidence is mega. The important thing is you do not lose your head.
Nothing on. What's happened there? It's so long since I had a bite. I've had an occurrence off an island rod, and there's just nothing there. We always knew there was a chance, you know, coming to a hard English lake.
Spring fishing can actually be the easiest time of the year. They're coming out of their winter slumber. They're a bit slow, a bit thick.
Whoa, Dovey, you're a complete savage. You know he's struggling.
And because of that, often this kind of setup is the best thing to use. A really crude, bright yellow pop-up and a big hook. But sometimes, as you're coming up to spawning time, the fish aren't actually eating that much. They're eating a little bit of bait on the bottom. So something like this, a little tiger nut, a little caster on top, can often get you bites when something like that will not. It's a little bit more natural. And in fact, this trip, I've caught on all of these. So it's always good to have a few really good options in your armoury just in case some of them situations crop up. Let's hope this time this little puppy does the do.
While Dovey checked his rig in the margin to make sure it was presenting perfectly, I was having a mini rig tweak myself. So if I was to get another bite, hopefully it would get nailed.
I always say don't change things mid-session too much, but there's a reason I'm doing this. Small, loose feed, tight bed of bait. So I'm going to use something called a running inline. The idea is when the fish picks up the bait, it goes to shake its head, the lead slides away, and it stops it using the weight of the lead to get rid of the hook. So a little tweak.
The evening was fast approaching and it was all battle stations go. Ali was dropping his new setup close to the island with a scattering of bait, while I was also resetting my rig in the spot I caught the 36-pounder. And Dovey now had all 3 of his traps set and the conditions felt good.
There's a real warmth in the air. It feels like spring. We've had bites off of different spots. We've got the right bait. All of our heads are in the right place except Ali's. And I feel like we're going to catch this 40-pounder. Fingers crossed. I'll tell you what, though, one thing I do know is that barbecue smells amazing.
It was a good job that barbecue was decent because the fishing sure wasn't. The night had passed with nothing occurring, which left us 3 days to catch our target of a UK 40-pounder.
For me, this lake was really starting to get inside my head.
As is often the case with difficult syndicate waters like this in the UK, fish are very, very wary of lines. So if there's only 3 of you on a lake, often the fish will move into areas where there's no pressure, and I think that's probably what's happened here. If that is the case, it might be worth one of us having a mooch, having a look elsewhere, to see if you can find a number of fish.
The morning bite time passed for us all, so while the lads redone their rigs and dropped them back on their spots, I decided to pack up and move. I was heading to the opposite side of the lake to a swim called the Lawn, an area of the lake that had seen no lines, that the wind was now pushing into, and that I had spotted carp in from afar. There was no time to lose as just 48 hours remained of the trip. Time for a quick setup in the new swim.
Oh, and relax. Always takes a little bit longer than you think it's going to, but I'm in a new swim, a new outlook, an area I've seen fish showing, and the rods are already out. I've got one tucked up against the island and 2 out in open water where I've actually seen them show from my old swim. It's looking good. It's looking good.
And I was using exactly the same rigs with yellow pop-ups that I caught the 30-pounder on a few days ago. Bring on the 40.
I'd had a call from Ali with an invite to pop round to his swim, so rude not to, really. It was also a good opportunity for me to check his head wasn't
It so well.
How you doing?
Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I feel like there's an emptiness in my landing net.
Yeah.
But a part of me is really enjoying it all. I like a challenge. Like, we've fished a lot of places, haven't we? And I love a challenge.
Yeah. Well, this is a challenge. We've still got time left, and I genuinely think you're going to get a good one.
I've come to terms with the fact that I'm going to walk away with nothing.
No, don't
I'm
do
my
that.
best like that.
Don't do that. Don't do that. PMA, get yourself out there, get it done. You can do it.
Tell you what, let's have a little toast to future successes.
Future successes.
They might come in 5 years, but...
That's gone cold. Just thought I'd come round to check your head hadn't gone.
For anyone.
We found ourselves on the penultimate morning, facing up to reality that we may not hit our 40-pound target, and also that Ali may actually be heading for a blank.
I was having a busy morning moving to a swim down the bank called the Lifebuoy. I'd seen an opportunity that I just couldn't ignore. I had put little pebbles on my spools, so if I did get a take, they should fall off once the fish starts to run.
Up at first line, saw 2 fish show down to my left in a little corner that no one's fished at all. And 2 fish have jumped out. It looks very good down there, so I decided to reel a couple of my rods in and walk down. Single hook baits, just cast exactly where I saw them show. And they're out there now. It looks really good, it feels really good. The weather's amazing. And I just hope I get one in.
Oh, Bosh. Look. Phil, look at that one there. My heart is racing. Yes. Oh, I'm buzzed. I'm absolutely buzzed about this. You know what? It's nice to get out of the swim, see fish show in the air, to come down, cast out, fish for them, out wild day properly. I haven't even got it in the net yet, and I'm buzzing. Come on, please don't come off. It's very nice if you just went in the net, old boy. Yes! I'm so buzzed about that. That is what carp fishing's about. I haven't been that excited about carp in ages. Oh, it's gorgeous as well.
If one capture was to epitomise why English carp fishing is so special to us, this would be it. Opportunistic brilliance. Well done, Dovey.
A 29-pounder caught the way it was. I was buzzing.
That is an amazing looking carp. To me, everything about this morning encapsulates UK carp fishing. That is an absolutely perfect English carp. This is exactly why we spend so much time going after these things. A perfect morning and a perfect fish. Thank you very much, mate. You are gorgeous.
A great result for Dovey. The warmer weather must have made the carp more active, because I too heard some jump at first light. So I moved 2 rods to the swim a few yards to my left and put out 2 single hook baits.
Shock. I'd heard nothing in my swim, so decided to go on a morning mooch to an area of the lake called Bog Bay. This was a quiet, shallow corner, and because the daily day temperatures were now rising, I thought the carp may be getting in there. My hunch was right. So I set up a couple of rods with spinner rigs and isotonic pop-ups topped with fake casters, and then very carefully lowered my rig onto a firm sandy spot. The other rod was placed close to the margins too, but this time on softer silt.
Well, there's definitely fish here. It's exciting. Not sure I'm confident. I'm in a good area, but I don't know whether I'm on the dinner table.
Am I feeling it? Objectively, I was on fish. Where my head was at is a different story. After blanking for so long, positive mental attitude was out the window. I could only rely on experience. And it sort of shone through. And guess who had decided to grace me with his carp whispering powers?
Net. I literally said to him 10 minutes ago, you're gonna get one on that rod in a sec.
Ah, just to get a bite. Just to get a bite. Oh yeah, how good does this feel? I thought I'd never ever catching a carp from this late. Look. Ghosty, is it? Looks it. Oh. I've seen you in here on that drone on numerous occasions. Please, don't sink. Oh. It's not even that well looked, I don't think. Proper difficult poke hole. Come on. Don't die, don't sink. Oh, it is literally the... Go on, go on, go on. Yes! Blank saver! Blank saver! Hey!
Well done, mate. You needed that so bad.
Right, let's go catch some 50s. Let's go catch...
Full of confidence now.
Actually can't believe I've caught one, just because I've been here for so long. feels an eternity. And there it is, laying and landing there. Unbelievable. You can turn around like that.
I was totally convinced I was walking away with nothing, so to actually get one was almost completely out of blind determination.
29.12. 29.12. Mate, I'd have taken £2.12.
I didn't believe this was going to happen, but boy, am I glad it did.
Well, not quite a 30-pounder, but it slapped me into action. I am absolutely elated to get off the mark. It has felt like an eternity, but it just shows it literally can turn around that quick. 50 minutes in the right place, 6 days and God knows how many minutes in the wrong place.
Told you it was easy around, didn't I?
I feel better now, to be fair.
Smile on that face again.
What a perler to save my blank. Even the carp is shedding tears of joy. Ghost carp are named as such due to them being a cross between, in this case, a common carp and a certain type of koi. That's how they get their ghostly colouring. Back in the game.
And I was about to make it a team morning hat-trick, as one of the rods I put out to the left of my swim had just roared off, and it was a proper gorgeous mirror of about 23 pounds.
What a brilliant day it's been. We've all had a carp in quick succession this morning. We're coming towards the end of the trip, but as we gun down them last 24 hours, confidence could not be higher.
Next up, that confidence was going to be put to the test.
Come on. He looked like a big linear.
We were heading into the final evening in Berkshire, and time was running out for us to catch an English 40-pound carp.
I decided to move all my kit and do the last night in the swim I stalked my carp earlier in the day. I'd seen a few more jump at around 35 yards, so I hoped I'd be able to nick at least one more before we left.
And I returned to my original swim to give it one more go. I was feeling buoyant after breaking my hoodoo carp curse earlier.
I decided to carry on fishing 2 rods in the area slightly to the left of my main swim. I was feeling confident with the warm evening temperatures and warm breeze pushing in.
Spooner beat the team target almost instantly, and we haven't had anything since that big. So I feel like something mental is going to happen tonight, and it's really important that we catch that 40-pounder.
That feels good tonight. Confidence through the team. He's absolutely flying. What a day. Thought I was going to blank, and now I'm hoping for a UK PB. I do love it in May in the UK.
During the hours of darkness, one of my rods tore off with my 5th carp of the trip.
Yes.
A common of around 30 pounds, which I decided to sack till the morning so I could take a better look.
Then at around 4 a.m, I also had a take, but struggled to see the carp as I played it through the floating scum.
We'll have a proper look now. Yes!
A mirror of around 30 pounds, which I decided to retain until the morning as well.
Then, as dawn began to break and the mist rolled in waves across the lake, I managed another carp, this time a much smaller common near 20 pounds.
I am so due a big one. That 40-pounder, very likely now for the amount of fish we've had, but this isn't it.
If we had another day, I'd agree, but we've only had hours left, and even my optimism for a last-minute 40-pounder was wavering, until my rod roared off again. Last chance. Could this be the one?
I cannot believe this rod has gone again. It's literally been back in position for an hour. As you can see, it's nice and bright. I've flicked one back down to this bay, put another 40 boilies out, and it's ramped off again.
The fish felt really heavy, and it almost immediately tried to ditch the hook into the marginal reed bed. I could not win this battle from here, so I had to chase after it and try and pull it away from the snags.
I don't know if he's still on, you know.
It was buried deep. This was not looking good.
I think I've lost the fish, mate.
It was a disaster, but I didn't give up. The reeds at this time of year are still brittle, so if there was even the smallest chance that the fish was still on, I was willing to take it. Luckily, it worked.
You beauty. Come on. I feel like this is the one. It's like a little surge. I can just get him up in the water. He's not far out. He looked like a big linear.
Linear or not, I was absolutely sure this carp was huge, and it was almost mine.
Get in! Get in! Yes! 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 Yes!
That might have been one too many yeses.
Before I inspected my prize,
He's a cracker!
I was going to retain the carp so it could recover after that epic battle in the mist.
Incredible, Spoons. In my swim, I wanted to have a look at the common I caught a few hours earlier. It weighed in at 28 pounds and 13 ounces, and it was a beauty.
What an absolutely perfect English common carp. There's something still very special about these fish. We've travelled all over the world, but to me, these are my favourite. Very, very special fish. I feel like we've been a bit unlucky with the size of the fish this trip, but as they say, it doesn't really matter when they look as good as this. Thank you very much. See you next time I come down.
Meanwhile, back in my swim, the island rod had roared off to produce a small mirror.
What a morning.
3 bites in quick succession. Blown away, but I don't know how big they are yet, but I'm pretty sure a couple of them are over 30 pounds. They are massive fish for the UK. So happy.
I returned the smaller carp. It was a lovely upper double. Next was the carp that I'd caught just before it was light, but hadn't had a chance to look at and weigh. I thought it might be a 30-pounder.
Well, that is a cracking fish at just over 28 pound. And I've got one more to show you that I think might be the biggest of the trip.
So I slipped her back as it was time to admire the big one from the epic battle in the morning mist. Could this one be near our team target of 40 pounds? Well, I was about to find out.
I might have got the last one wrong. That one weren't 30 pound, nor is this one. It is 41 pound. Get in! 41. Yes!
I couldn't quite believe it. We've all really had to graft this week to achieve what we have. And this, a 41-pounder to finish it off. What a way to end it all.
I don't really know what to say. I am blown away. You come to a lake like this, lucky to fish it. You know, there's loads of beautiful big carp in here. But a fish of over 40 pound, 41 pound, truly is a monster carp.
That is the pinnacle of carp fishing in the UK, a 40-pounder, son. Can I high-five you from a distance?
F5 on the head. Mate, it ain't something that happens every day, let's face it. That is a massive, massive carp.
That is incredible, mate. It's unreal, isn't it? Very jealous. Hurting, actually, a little bit.
Fish envy. Fish envy. Boy, how good's this trip been, lads?
It's been mega.
Been amazing. Really been amazing.
It's been a challenge, for one.
I've got another challenge. Me arms. I'm gonna keep back. Mwah. Thank you, mate.
The boys have had a mega trip. It hasn't quite worked out the same for me, but what that does do is fuel your fire, and I will be back and I will be successful, and I will be holding one of those big scaly carp from here in a not too distant future.
We really couldn't have asked much more of this week. Loads of big carp. They've been the most stunning fish I've caught in a very long time, even for the UK. And for Spoons to catch that 41 pounder at the end, job did good, didn't it?
An English 40 pounder does not come along every day. When you're with your mates, it happens at the death. It is perfect.
And you can join the expert team of anglers when Monster Carp returns to ITV4 on Thursday, 1st of July.